Uh, Hello again. Definitely a lot later than I planned on doing this video, and I didn't exactly plan on doing it here either. Ugh, and it's, but this shit happens. I was interrupted a couple times. Mm. Ugh. Stuff happens. I got interrupted. I couldn't do it till now, so here I am, at my dad's, laying in bed with a laptop on my lap, as in the name. But now, this week in general has been both good and bad. Today, I'm feeling just fine. As a matter of fact, I'd say I'm feeling a little upbeat. But the rest of the week has been a bit rocky. I mean, I've had to I've been having to deal with failure. So, typically, that's not exactly the most easy thing to do. I haven't been having a super tough time with it. Rather, I'm coping with the fact that I have to get back up on, I guess, the metaphorical bike. And I suppose, as of right now, that is. Okay. That's the hardest thing I can do. Or, that's the hardest thing I'm supposed to do. I want to do it, but it's difficult. It's. It's not as easy as as just saying it out loud. But, I mean, other than that, other than one particular failure, I'd say the goals I've set for myself are actually going up pretty good. I resolved myself to watching lectures on writing, which, interestingly enough, I was going to start writing again once I finished the lectures, but then guy said just fucking do it because not much you can learn from just watching these. He'll give me tools and he'll guide me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'll be able to write better just because of him. I kind of have to discover that by myself. Um, I wanted to get a more consistent schedule with how to draw because I want to get better at it, and I think it's fun. And so far, that's actually been progressing pretty well. I've been following the schedule pretty well. Although technically, this would be my second weekend where I'm not drawing. I don't want to draw every day, so I just don't do it on the weekends. Instead, drawing every day of Monday through Friday, then Saturday and Sunday can be days off, I guess. Which has been working so far. Second week. I just need to hop back on the saddle next week. Normal shit. Hopefully, I'm not, pathetic and I actually, with some of the little bit of, I guess, willpower and discipline that I start developing in other avenues, actually do it. The schedule I want to follow is actually working pretty well. The only time I am a little disappointed this week because I wanted to, specifically for cleaning the house, I do that midweek. I wanted to um, groom my dogs a little beforehand. And, well, one, there's two of them, so one of them's obviously going to harass, and I don't really want to put one of the dogs inside of the crate just because. Although, if I can't get any help with it, then I'm gonna have to no matter what I do. So that's disappointing, but it is what it is. This the next week, I plan to actually do the grooming before the day. Do it on Monday and Tuesday, and once it reaches Wednesday, I don't do any of the grooming, or maybe a little bit, and then do cleaning, get all the hair gone, and then I don't do it until the next Monday or Tuesday. I should add that to the fucking thing. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not at my desk, so I can't do that right Um, I guess other than that, I have been more, I guess, consistently hitting the days I want to shower. Although, while I want to do it 3 times a week consistently in the same order, it's a bit difficult to do that, especially when I'm feeling so fucking exhausted that I just don't want to do it. Although that's a slightly unrelated thing, but still connected. I wanna get this schedule down. And oh yeah, and last week I also was failing to do a couple of other things. I want to get this down, and I'm sort of getting it. I'm sort of getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of it in some areas, but other areas it feels like I'm regressing, or maybe at a fall off point. Because typically, at least for me, when I'm trying to do something new, there's a fall off point, or not do something new, but build a better habit and get rid of some bad one. I want to. There's a certain point where I just want to stop, which is very dangerous, and I usually have a troublesome time being able to cope with stuff like that. So far, I'm doing fine. Hopefully, for the rest of the month, excuse me, I can properly cope with it. But I suppose other than that, I guess for working on NoFap, I failed. I gotta hop back on the saddle. That's the hard part though. I am a bit of a freak when it comes to um God, where's the words? Uh I'm a bit of a freak when it comes to like proper patterns. So oftentimes I convince myself, okay, I'll start again on like another day. Example is I failed on Monday. And the typical start of a week is Sunday. So I want to start on Sunday. Or as I have it laid out in the calendar on my phone, um, I want to start it again on that exact same day. It's it's a bad habit. I need to get over it. So I'm gonna slowly stop indulging in it and just do it either the day of or the next day. Usually the next day is more beneficial because it's a full start and not, oh, it's literal seconds after I just did that. I'm actually tested the next day. My dedication is actually put through, and I actually have to put an effort in, unlike immediately after, where it's like, oh yeah, I totally want to do this. When no shit, you want to do it. The feelings are super fresh. Give it at the very least a day and see where you go from there. But I guess other than that, I think that's kind of it. I gotta I gotta keep working. So I'll see myself next week.